coming to the slide here. So to understand what is embedded system is let's look at the definition, right? It is a small dedicated computer built inside a large device to perform one specific job automatically. So label it. So to understand, like you have like laptop or PC, which are general purpose computers meant to browse the web, right? So playing games and writing documents all at once. And embedded system have its one single chip dedicated task, right? So for that we will go for embedded. What and if you want to any example, for example, we have inside the washing machines. Washing machines also need to be controlled. So that inside the controller we need to write some code. So that will be done by the embedded engineer and the ATM machines. The ATM machines are also having the microcontrollers and traffic lights and whatnot. Every over 98% all controller are done by the embedded only, right? So there we will be more into the embedded systems then evolution. So here mostly so many evolution has came. So one year they compute like embedded things will come, and after that there will be internets of things, and 2000 plus 10 onwards there will be my OTs comes into picture, then laptops, TVs, everything whatnot, everything will be in embedded only. So that is the main agenda. So please guys, if you have any doubts at any point, please be interactive so that I can. So after this, there will be a dedicated functionalities like what makes an embedded system unique, and they share several core characteristics. First, they have a dedicated functions like they do one thing their entire life, and second thing like a feature like a real-time response, meaning they must react to the input within a fixed and predictable time frame. Okay, so that comes into the real-time response. When it comes to the small size means we will design any type of product that will fix into small size. Because suppose if you take any head earpods, anything, right, that is also embedded system, that also need to be take care, that will comes into small size. Then power usage, so how much power we utilizing. If you take the any headphones, if you take any small mobile phone, everything will be very small, like zero point 0.5 zero point 0.6 amperes it will be consumed. That is the main comes into picture, power consumes, right? Then after that, highly reliable, so it should work 24 by 7 every week, right? It should not stop anywhere. So then we will comes into picture like it should be battery, it should be some other power source, anything will comes into picture. Then it should be a low cost, the embedded product should be a low cost. Then only any product any person will choose, otherwise it will be useless. If the cost is more, the people won't take it, right? So main agenda is the cost also we need to take consider. Okay, that is the main thing. So coming to the basic components, right? So here the basic component, right? Let's look at under the view, like every embedded system relies on the five basic building blocks. Like at the center is the processor, which acts like a brain and running instructions and controlling all the other components, right? So next to the memory, so RAM stores the permanent program firmware, which RAM and memory, flash and whatnot, everything, any device is, if you want to store any data, memory has to be there. That is the one major component of any embedded system. Then input sensors, like if you want to interact with, suppose if you take a mobile system, right, your keypad, your screen is the input and the touch screen is the input. So real world, that is the real world input. The outputs, like if you want any LEDs, anything should be glowing, any motor should be run, or else if you take and consider any washing machine, after some time it should give the buzzer, okay, it is completed, like that. So something like that, some outputs are also even mobile phone. after pressing the some mobile number, it should ring the other person. So it will be like that. That is the output devices. Then power supply. So which is the very essential for any product. If we have input, we have output, we have memory, we have processor. But if you don't have power, it's a waste, right? So the power source is the solar panel or battery. That is the main things. So coming to this slide, so here I will explain what is the types of embedded systems, like what we have. So embedded system can be categorized into four primary types based on their functionality and connectivity. First, standalone system. What is standalone system? Means which operate entirely on their own without an internet or the device connections, like digital cameras or calculators. That is the standalone systems. Next one is real-time systems. Okay, where time is everything, like, and they must respond to events within the strict deadline. Think if you have aircraft autopilot or the medical veterinary, these are the major things. So it comes into picture real-time systems. When it comes to the network systems, what is meant by network system? Like network system nothing but the talk to the other devices over the network, like smart thermistors or home routers. Latest we have, right, have mobile, that we have. Okay, last one, like mobile systems, so which are portable and whatever the power device focus, right, that will comes into picture.